Did you know San Francisco is undergoing some of the biggest developments it has seen in decades? We're not talking about single buildings here. We're talking about huge master plan projects which have multiple phases of construction that might take 10 years or even longer to build. We're also talking about skyscrapers that are planned to be 67 stories tall, making it the third largest skyscraper in the entire city. And lastly, we're gonna talk about residential development sites, which are gonna have more than 8,000 homes. These are gonna reshape how and where people live across the city. In this video, I'm gonna break down all these developments, tell you where they are in their product status, explain what they actually include, how big they are, and why they matter. Hey everyone, by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name's Alex Epstein. I'm a lifelong San Franciscan and realtor here in San Francisco. If you ever need help or just wanna talk to me about real estate in the city, please feel free to reach out to me at the contact information below. And with all that being said, let's get into it. Just as a disclaimer, this video isn't about whether development is good or bad. I know there's gonna be some people with varying opinions on this and some controversy surrounding some of these projects. But in this video, I'm gonna go over what's currently planned to happen and what's going on so you can have more context about what's happening in San Francisco. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of what's coming. Keep in mind, some of these projects may span decades and can fundamentally change neighborhoods. Starting off with number one, Stonestown Galleria. This one specifically holds a lot of interest to me and stays close to my heart because I went to Lowell High School, which is right next to Stonestown, and I have gone to this mall many, many times. Stonestown Galleria is approximately a $2 billion mixed-use master plan. The project aims to replace about 30 acres of surface parking, and this is all gonna be built around the 1.3 million square feet of mall space. The developer here is Brookfield Properties. This is one of the largest developers in the States, and they have other projects in San Francisco, including parts of the Pier 70 site and many other large-scale projects in San Francisco. Under the approved plan, the project is going to consist of about 3,500 new homes, along with 160,000 square feet of retail space, 96,000 square feet of non-retail space and service uses, and roughly 53,000 square feet dedicated to cultural or educational space. The project also includes a 7,000 square foot senior center replacing the current YMCA. About 20% of these units are going to be designated as affordable housing. Construction will eliminate roughly 2,450 parking spots, but don't worry because they will be creating a new parking structure that's going to have about 3,400 spaces for cars. This will serve both residents and non-residents. Most buildings will be about 90 feet tall, but some of the largest structures will be anywhere from 150 to 190 feet tall. Architecturally, this is going to look like a multi-building district Architecturally, this is going to look like a multi-building district rather than a single development. I think I still said district. The project team includes David Baker among the architects, with landscape architecture and urban design handled by firms including SiteLab, Urban Studio. Construction is planned around 6 phases. The city estimates that the first 3 phases could take approximately 15 years, with the total project scope being done around 25 years. I just want to add here that many malls are experiencing significant difficulties, whether you're in San Francisco or in the greater United States, but Stonestown right now is thriving. And with that, Brookfield is looking to make a significant investment in both this area and San Francisco at large. To put it simply, Stonestown isn't just expanding the mall, it's simply becoming its own distinct mixed-use neighborhood. Number 2, Parkmerced. Parkmerced is one of the largest residential projects in all of San Francisco's history. The master plan calls out for 8,900 new residential units to be developed. This aims to replace aging apartments with new, denser, walkable residential communities. Located next to San Francisco State University, roughly half of the 3,200 units will remain existing. Demolished units are required to be replaced and are subject to rent stabilization. Residents are offered the opportunity to stay on site in comparable units. The project includes new residential buildings, retail space, parks, and upgraded transit access. Heights vary by location, but are gonna range from mid-rise forms up to about 14 stories in some cases. Parkmerced is a multi-decade project and will roughly range 20 to 30 years from when the project goes underway. Portions of the plan have already been entitled, with more buildings continuing to go through the planning process. For those of you that are from San Francisco or have heard about this project, you may have heard about this one lingering for a long time, but it seems like things are finally going to start happening. This is not going to be a fast project by any means, but when done, Parkmerced will function more like a small city rather than a traditional apartment complex. Number 3, Treasure Island. Treasure Island is a master plan neighborhood that's being built entirely from scratch. At full build out, this is going to include approximately 8,000 residential units. There's going to be a mix of market rate and affordable housing and all the things you would expect out of a new neighborhood. This includes parks, retail, schools, community facilities, and ferry service connecting directly to downtown San Francisco from Treasure Island. What used to be former military and event space is now being redeveloped into a dense residential community. It will be designed around sustainability and seismic safety, along with sea level rise resilience. Buildings are going to range from mid-rise to taller structures over both Treasure Island and Yerba Buena Island. Because this development occurs largely on vacant land, it adds substantial housing supply without displacing existing neighborhoods. This is relatively rare in and around San Francisco. Treasure Island will take many years to complete, but every time there is a completion of one of the phases, it will add substantial inventory and meaningful new inventory to the Bay Area. Number 4, Balboa Reservoir. Balboa Reservoir is a 17-acre redevelopment. It's going to replace former surface parking with a new mixed-income residential neighborhood. At full build-out, the project consists of over 1,100 homes, which consist roughly of about 50%, which are designated towards affordable housing. The development includes apartment buildings, townhomes, childcare facilities, parks, and neighborhood retail. One notable feature about the portion of affordable units on this redevelopment is that they are going to be prioritized for City College and SFUSD educators. SFUSD is the San Francisco Unified School District. This is directly tying housing production to workforce stability. Buildings here generally range from 6 to 7 stories with a strong emphasis on walkability and open space. The plan includes 4 acres of public open space and significant transportation sustainability fees paid to the city. The reservoir is located near Ocean Avenue, which means that it is located in a great transit-oriented area. There is the Muni Light Rail and Balboa Park Station. This makes it one of the more transit-connected, large housing projects in the city. This is an example of public land being converted to long-term housing at scale. Number 5, 10 South Van Ness. The planning department has approved plans for a 67-story mixed-use skyscraper in San Francisco. The project is going to replace a 2-story commercial building consisting of about 1,019 apartments. It also had ground floor retail and basement parking. If this is built, it will become the 3rd tallest building in all of San Francisco. The developer, Crescent Heights, has been working on this site for over a decade. The first planning application was submitted in mid-2015, and reports suggest that construction could break ground in 2027. The tower is expected to reach approximately 820 feet tall, with about 1.6 million square feet total, including 1.56 million square feet of housing, roughly 11,800 square feet of ground floor retail, with structured parking built below grade. The unit mix here includes junior 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3 bedrooms. The 2-level basement parking garage includes spots for 255 vehicles and 388 bicycles. This project reflects downtown San Francisco's shift towards high-density residential development near major transit corridors. Number 6, the Potrero Power Station. The Potrero Power Station redevelopment transforms a former industrial power plant into a mixed-use waterfront district in the Dogpatch. The plan includes thousands of residential units accompanied by office and life science space, retail, parks, and publicly accessible waterfront access. Rather than a single tower, this is a district-style development. There are multiple buildings with variable heights, integrating housing and employment uses on the same site. This project continues the Dogpatch's transition from former industrial sites into one of San Francisco's most evolving neighborhoods. Nevertheless, it maintains elements of its working waterfront identity. In short, the Potrero Power Station is a long-term build-out that brings housing and jobs to the southeastern waterfront. Number 7, Fisherman's Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf is not being redeveloped as a single project. It is undergoing a coordinated revitalization effort. Recent plans include public space improvements, new plazas, improved waterfront access, updated lighting and signage, and the reconfiguration of vacant or underused retail spaces. One notable component includes the demolition of long vacant structures to create new public gathering areas with views towards the bay and the Golden Gate Bridge. The goal is to modernize the Wharf while preserving its historic identity, making it more appealing not just to tourists, but to locals as well. This one is less about adding housing and is more focused about reshaping one of San Francisco's most visible districts. If you look at just one of these projects, you'll say that they're significant. But when you look at all of these together, you'll see that there's a pattern that's emerging. San Francisco is concentrating on growth in large planned developments. These are taking place in areas with great transit or underutilized land. These changes will not happen overnight, but over time, they will reshape the city's housing supply, skyline, and neighborhood dynamics. If you want a deep dive on any of these projects similar to my Candlestick Point video, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you need help learning more about how these will affect San Francisco and how you might be able to best take advantage of these, please feel free to reach out to me at the contact information below. I'm more than happy to be a resource for you. Thanks again for watching. My name is Alex Epstein, a lifelong San Franciscan and realtor here in the city. I hope you have a great day. It would mean the world to me if you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you here in the next one. Thanks.